Vladimir Putin, also works as hard as possible to help end the war in Ukraine. On Ukrainian terms also and conditions. You invaded me. Why do you want to occupy my land? I want to be a member of NATO. Why do you stop me? That's what Russia doesn't want. Russia wants to grab the land, stop Ukraine from joining NATO or NATO. So we are waiting to see really what eventually America does, what Trump does in particular. Has already warned Russia to stop the war in Ukraine. Russia is looking at him, watching him cautiously, how he's going to force them to stop. But he has threatened to slap more economic and other sanctions on Russia. All the businesses doing with USA will be sanctioned, and even other businesses Russia is doing with other countries will get some slap from Trump administration. Those are his words, but they are not actions yet. We are waiting for action. But my prayer as a person, as a person feeling for Ukraine, really, like you could find a strong man invading a neighbor who is not as strong as him and grabbing his land, grabbing his everything, killing his people. You can't celebrate if you have a human heart. You can't celebrate. You rather feel bad about it. So I'm like, how I wish Russia pulls out of Ukraine. How I wish there's a global pressure for Russia to pull out. But the world is cautious because Russia is a nuclear country, a nuclear state. But I want to predict that by the end of this year, there is a likelihood that war will stop. I don't know which month, I don't know under which conditions, but Russia will stop fighting in Ukraine, at least temporarily. And I'm not seeing all the two conditions fulfilled. That the parts it has taken from Ukraine, it owns them as Russia, and Ukraine is not allowed to join NATO. I don't see that one happening. So the war there might be some ceasefire, but ending the war 100% effectively is not easy, is not soon as we may imagine. But the war will have to cease at some point. And I'm looking at Ukraine also surviving, but it could cede, it could lose some part of it. Finally, now let me reflect Trump administration to developing countries, including Uganda. We are already happy, some of us, that that business of harassing us in terms of homosexuality, if nothing changes otherwise, we are happy. Trump is not interested in homosexuality, so conditions to do with that will not be advanced again against us. But also, like, he does not like these countries which go begging in America. And Uganda is a country that overdepends on donations and loans from that country. If he suspends that support, Uganda is going to have trouble. No more investments, no more social amenities support. Education sector, health sector, road infrastructure, we shall have a huge gap there. But that will not worry me much, because even when this money is coming, these fellows in this country grab it, consume it. invest just a small portion of the same in the infrastructure of the country to support its population. So sente Amerika n'ubugamba ati ezikiro gwingi nazemereza kujya mu Uganda handi niso gaba eyemereza habo kuba nozo kujya zikiro gwingi nibaziyo hati itwe dora haruho ibanja likoto muno hayi hati erikutinisiriza no kukira embalira sente zone zokwetagisibwa kule mirimo yihanga. The whole national budget ibanje litwine to threatening to be over and above that. So hati itwe awakusasura bitalire nka abantu ba Uganda sente nibazihayo zijye zikora emirimo nibatonyamuka entonyezi y'amaizi mu nyanja ekicweke koto hakakwese gambe kintu kuraga heruka nibakezibika nibazita mu masaho gabo. So but of course nakataita kakabaye kagenda mu mirimo ka byenyegesa marwaro n'engudo n'ahandi ntuba twakaferwa kandi hati tukaferwa ntongera kuba kubi ebigude bikuceka tubara kubisemeza marwaro garukusiskara tugarukusemezebwa n'amasomero nuko. So nitina Trump asobora kuleta mu bulemezi bokubohenati eyo mlyango kutuletera sente kuruga mu Amerika hati abasuma mu ihanga muno nibatandika kwiba sente kona karaba kasigairemo habo kuba bayino buguda bwabo beti manyira bwake abaguda basuma muno. I really don't know tingambire bona nkwata kuri tingambire bona abaguda kiro wingi basuma tebara kwiba batunga bito already baguda ebemo hali ebi batungira babitungire kuraba mu busuma ebindi bene ko kwabikorerire cyoga hati abamni beyongera kwiba kongereza abaguda bwabo kandi kiro komoni muno hano mu ihanga musaso kiteze package rundi buli tobeire hano rundi buli tomanyira kusoma tosoma munsi muno oli abo kubo kubera bisoma papura za makuru no birora television no birora everywhere no hura kandi hura boli mu Uganda ohire kumanya buli goko kunagamba nibikukwata no kukwataho. There is economic push and pressure and squeeze on the citizenry emisori ebatukamura ebyobusubuze kiro wingi hati bigeze nibikinga mu ihanga muno abasubuze balukubi abakiro wingi emisori fokere emisoro kandi kitongole cy'emisoro kigamba tumukabayire hati mbeni pura kakuba utunga kalimu katugambe cyo kuroraho ndeje natunga omulimo hano mu Fort TV twakole kandi ko tukweta contract eyo kumpa omulimo ngo hati contract eto asayinge natera ho mukono hegi ningisasura omusoro ha contract mu government obu ijuka haliyo n'emisoro endi rikuja kuba niho sente zibaratandika kusasura haliyo withholding tax haliyo pay as you earn haliyo misoro nyingi nyakoro haho betati contract yoka gitaho mukono ngo bakomulimo hati sasura government kandi ubu government teniye gukwahira omulimo betunga habo kuba nibasera emisoro emindi basera sente zo kombeka economy so the tax your job contract. That is the far we have gone. Bulikitu chode tukugura mukatali maduka anka kiroho msoro. This indirect tax is everywhere and squeezing us hard. So hati kakuba sente zokuruga mu America zike haruni zikaleka kuija sente ke zijya kuri mwezo nibiyongera kuziri hati tuyongera kuba kubi nibongera kutumiga kutukamura kutuha mu msoro ntuongera kuba kubi. So the economy collapses. The economy collapses. Kuba majority of our leaders are not patriotic. Nibete nibatugamba ngozi hanga lyawe baitubo obokusera ko kuba kuligonza no kusera nukubura. Haruho ekyo bugabe bw'abantu human rights mu Uganda hano mukasumika ka government yo Mnyoro Museveni to a large extent enyuma okutwalira ntusemererwa hagati okekaba there was a semblance of respect for human rights. Betatu wakuja norora ebrugenda niba kasumikano norora hari ekikaguzo nangwa haruho nabagambirwe kutagaruka mu Amerika mukasumika government ya Biden now habo kurubatira obugabe bw'abantu kuri mu Uganda hata utimanyire Trump nawe kakuba kimwijamo akagamba ngo human rights nisemera kulindwa kurungi abakuzirubatira batagaruka mu Amerika rundi mbataye mihingo rundi ndimba 40 hati hecho nikisokuletereza abakujaguza hati abaterwe emihingo kutagaruka mu Amerika abo kurubatira obwabo abantu kwehura kubi kukihura mali kabahika habo ko abandi bajaguza bagamba Trump kukuyeja hati koku warkuzoka we enkoraye ne saneriende hati emihingo reja kugituihaho mubamanyira abantu aba abatangirwa kugaruka mu Amerika no gukora emirimo mubamanyire tubagamba mu makuru mu bitongole bine bya makuru for TV mu radio nanka so betati ni malira ningamba ite nkaba ikazi bense reka tuyongere kutekereza muno no kwecumitiriza critically and creatively think how to survive. Majority of the population we are really going to be working for surviving, not even for decent living, but for surviving. Just a few who have amassed some resources, some riches, and adding on through many ways can live to enjoy. But kakuba majority of the population emetasemerirwe etarkwegoza newe no yegoza no tina mwenye mukabuko hasobora kubayo ekyahulika hasobora kubayo ekyabaho. Abantu they become unruly, they become criminals, they become ungovernable sometimes. Iyo manile embwa yawe kakuba nogirubato mukiro ukamusasa muno nesobora kuhindukira kakuruma. I'm not a prophet of doom. Ihanga lyoda kakubalire mu 10 up to some extent. Abantu bensengi babihirwa behayo nago mu buto kwirwanaho kuomera. Kwirwanaho kuomera. Kwicha weekend kwicha mukama mukonyezi wetu ndagaruka mutekanize on Thursday and Friday. For now I'm sending out. I wish you the best of this Friday and the best of the weekend and the best of the year. Stay safe.
Forts TV, ikara usemerirwe. Forts TV.
Yeah, greetings to the world, and then as originally I got Mr. Benny Granta straight out of Granta, set it to the world now. You're watching Forts TV, make sure you keep it locked in.
Stay entertained.
Obwabese kuwitwe oli very meaningful olina makulu agamanyi okugamba amata gatahatwa wagatahasio ata gatatahata hoga tagatahata ubagatahata amata gagata kanyamata ukumagata kusoko ngiro kagayora